YH8 Racing is P2 on mediums. Danny Boy is P6. Greg Hurst from New Zealand in Clark Curve is P1 on mediums. Todd from New Zealand is P1 on mediums. Best lap is a 1:32.734. Greg Hurst in Surtees Bend is P4. Hyperboom 309 in Cooper Strait is first with 20 kilos on mediums. Best lap is a 1:32.043. Todd in Sterling's is second. Illis in Pilgrims is P7 on mediums. Greg Hurst in Graham Hill Bend is fourth. Todd in Pilgrims is second. Best lap is a 1:32.247. Chris Butt from New Zealand is fifth with 20 kilos on mediums. YH8 Racing in Hawthorne Hill is P7 with 15 kilos on mediums. Chris Butt in Graham Hill is third with 20 kilos. Best lap is a 1:38.195. YH8 Racing in Clark Curve is 8th. Illis is P9. Chris Butt from New Zealand in Clearways is third. Greg Hurst in Halewoods is P5. Best lap is a 2:52.409. Chris Butt in Cooper is P3. Illis in Dingledale is P9. YH8 Racing is second. Best lap is a 1:31.914. Greg Hurst in Clark is sixth. YH8 Racing in Dingledale is P2. Greg Hurst in Surtees Bend is P6. Illis in Sheen Curve is 9th. Eric Yamashita from New Zealand is P4 on mediums. Best lap is a 1:32.500. Ted 3336 in Brabham Straight is 7th with 20 kilos on mediums. Best lap is a 2:40.367. Hyperboom 309 in Hawthorne Hill is P1. Best lap is a 1:31.075. Greg Hurst in Hawthorne Hill is 9th. Danny Boy is P7. Best lap is a 1:41.640. Chris Butt in Clark Curve is 5th. Best lap is a 1:33.597. Hyperboom 309 in Cooper is first. Jonathan Rosser from New Zealand in Surtees is P10 on mediums. Best lap is a 3:04.838. Ravinus in Hawthorne Hill is 13th with 20 kilos on mediums. Danny Boy in Hawthorne's Bend is 7th. Best lap is a 1:33.716. Ravinus in Sheen Curve is P13. Eric Yamashita in Dingledale is P3. Best lap is a 1:31.685. Todd in Clearways is P5. Ravinus in Graham Hill is P14. Gillis from New Zealand in Westfield Bend is P10 on mediums. Best lap is a 2:29.036. Ted 3336 in Clark Curve is P7. Best lap is a 1:32.886. Ravinus in Clearways is P13. Todd in Clark Curve is 5th. Gillis in Hawthorne Hill is P10. Greg Hurst is P2. Best lap is a 1:31.409. Hyperboom 309 in Graham Hill is first. Ravinus is 15. Todd in Clark is P6 on mediums. Chris Bunnett is 7th. Best lap is a 1:32.807. Danny Boy in Westfield is 9. YH8 Racing is P12. Best lap is a 2:01.225. Ravinus in Clark is P14. Danny Boy in Cooper Strait is P10. Chris Bunnett in Westfield is 8th. Greg Hurst is P3. Best lap is a 1:31.252. YH8 Racing in Clark is P9. Best lap is a 1:33.317. Hyperboom 309 in Hawthorne Hill is first. Jason Short from New Zealand in Surtees is P14 with 15 kilos on mediums. Ravinus in Cooper is P15. Illis is P13. Danny Boy in Clark Curve is 11. Greg Hurst in Hawthorne's Bend is P4. Todd in Druids is 8th. Chris Butt is 9th. Jason Short from New Zealand in Clearways is 10th. Best lap is a 1:33.715. Danny Hoy in Brabham is 11th. Jason Short in Cooper Strait is P10. Illis in Halewoods is P13. Best lap is a 1:35.000. MMR 333 from Canada in Druids Bend is P3 with 15 kilos on mediums. Best lap is a 1:31.186. Jonathan Rosser in Surtees is 12th. Best lap is a 1:34.295. Chris Butt in Sterling's Bend is 10th. Ravinus in Clearways is P15 with 20 kilos. Eric Yamashita in Brabham Strait is 6th. Jason Short is 8th with 15 kilos. Best lap is a 1:32.185. Chris Butt in Hawthorns Bend is 10th. Greg Hurst is 4th. Eric Yamashita from New Zealand in Sterling's is 7th. Todd in Graham Hill is P9. Sunlight in Brabham Straight is P15 on mediums. Ravinus is 15th. Jason Short in Cooper is P5. Best lap is a 1:31.427. Sunlight is 15th. Hyperboom 309 in Hawthorne Hill is second on mediums. Best lap is a 1:30.394. TED 3336 in Surtees is first with 20 kilos. Best lap is a 1:30.373. Illisp in Hawthorne's Bend is 13th on mediums. Best lap is a 1:33.288. Hyperboom 309 in Druids Bend is P2. MMR 333 in Brabham Straight is P3. Danny Boy is 11th. Best lap is a 1:32.971. God 12 in Clark Curve is P15 on mediums. The qualification session is at Brands Hatch Circuit in Foxham, Great Britain. The wind speed is 3 km/h from the northeast. Danny Boy is 21st. YH8 Racing in Halewoods is first on mediums. Chris Butt from New Zealand in Druids Bend is P6 with 20 kilos on mediums. YH8 Racing in Hawthorne's Bend is first. MMR 333 from Canada in Hawthorne's Bend is 6th with 15 kilos on mediums. Illis from New Zealand is 7th on mediums. YH8 Racing is 1st on mediums. Ten minutes remaining in the session. YH8 Racing is up 10.52 in Cooper. YH8 Racing is up 10.45 in Hawthorns Bend. YH8 Racing is up 10.89 in Sterling's. YH8 Racing improved his P1 with a 131.794. TED 33.36 in Clark Curve is P4 with 20 kilos on mediums. TED 33.36 is provisional pole with a 131.135. Todd from New Zealand in Brabham is P10 on mediums. Hyperboom 309 in Cooper Strait is 6th up 0.14 with 20 kilos on mediums. YH8 Racing in Hawthorne Hill is P3 up 0.37. YH8 Racing is up 0.36 in Sheen Curve. Greg Hurst is provisional pole with a 130.875. YH8 Racing improved his third with a 131.363. 0.488 off pole. Todd is 12th up 1.44. God 12 is 9th up 0.63 on mediums. God 12 improved his P10 with a 134.624. 3.749 off pole. Matthew Gray 89.mg is P8 up 1.19 on mediums. Matthew Gray 89.mg improved his P6 with a 132.829. 1.954 off pole. Hyperboom 309 in Clearways is 12th up 0.26. Chris Budd in Clearways is P13 up 1.16 with 20 kilos. MMR 333 in Brabham is 5th. MMR 333 improved is 5th with a 132.007, 1.132 off pole. Jason Short from New Zealand in clear ways is P11 up 1.06 with 15 kilos on mediums. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Jason Short improved his P6 with a 132.763, 1.888 off pole. MMR 333 in Surtees is P5 up 0.35. MMR 333 is up 0.63 in Westfield. MMR 333 is up 0.67 in Clearways. MMR 333 improved his P3 with a 131.291. 0.416 off pole. Jason Short in Clearways is 7th up 1.10 on mediums. Jason Short improved his P6 with a 131.718. 0.843 off pole. God 12 in Clark is 15th up 1.12. God 12 improved his P12 with a 133.561. 2.686 off pole. Jonathan Rosser from New Zealand in Brabham is 14th on mediums. Todd in Surtees is 9th up 0.56. Ted 3336 is provisional pole with a 130.502. Todd is up 0.52 in Westfield. Jason Short in Clearways is 6th up 0.30. Jason Short improved his P6 with a 131.559. 1.057 off pole. God 12 in Clark is P12 up 1.04. God 12 improved his P10 with a 132.447. 1.945 off pole. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Clark curve is P7. Matthew Gray 89.mg improved his P7 with a 131.632. 1.130 off pole. Hyperboom 309 in Clark is 9th. Hyperboom 309 improved his P2 with a 130.832. 0.330 off pole. Ravinus in Dingledale is 16th up 3.69 with 20 kilos on mediums. Ravinus is up 4.74 in Clark. Illispin Clark is P12. Best lap is a 1:33.505. 3.003 off pole. Illispin improved is 12th with a 1:32.954. 2.452 off pole. God 12 is P10. God 12 improved is P10 with a 1:32.351. 1.849 off pole. The qualifying session is now in overtime. MMR 333 is P4. MMR 333 is up 0.02 in Westfield Bend. Jason Short is P7. Jason Short is up 0.15 in Hawthorne Hill. MMR 333 is P4. Jason Short is 7th. Jason Short is up 0.05 in Dingledell. Ravinus is 16. Ravinus is up 0.32 in Sheen Curve. Jason Short is 7th, up 0.17. Jason Short improved his P4 with a 1:31.216. 0.714 off pole. Chris Butt in Cooper is P9, up 0.15 with 20 kilos. Broadcast Bot is P24 on mediums. The race session is at Brands Hatch Circuit in Foxham, Great Britain. The wind speed is 1 km/h from the northeast. Hyperboom 309 is first. TED 3336 is P2 with 20 kilos on mediums. YH8 Racing is P3 on mediums. Greg Hurst from New Zealand is P4 on mediums. Jason Short from New Zealand is P5 with 15 kilos on mediums. Race start. Greg Hurst in Halewoods is second. Jason Short in Graham Hill is third. Greg Hurst in Pilgrims is second. Jason Short is third. Greg Hurst is second. Jason Short is P3. Greg Hurst on lap 2 is P2, 0.6 behind TED 3336. "20 minutes remaining in the session. Jason Short in Graham Hill is P3, 0.4 ahead of Hyperboom 309. Hyperboom 309 in Pilgrims is P4 with 20 kilos on mediums, 0.1 behind Jason Short. Jason Short is third, 0.4 ahead of Hyperboom 309. Greg Hurst is P2, 0.9 behind Tet 33.36. Eric Yamashita from New Zealand in clear ways is P6 on mediums. Best lap is a 141.502. 3.504 off the fastest lap. Eric Yamashita passed MMR 333 for 5th. Greg Hurst in Druids Bend is P2 on mediums, 0.7 behind Tet 33.36. Chris Butt from New Zealand is 10th with 20 kilos on mediums, 0.1 ahead of YH8 Racing. Chris Butt lost P10 to YH8 Racing. YH8 Racing in Cooper Strait is P10, 0.5 behind Illisp. Jonathan Rosser from New Zealand in Pilgrims Drop is 10th on mediums, 0.3 behind YH8 Racing. Greg Hurst in Sterling's Bend is P2, 0.4 behind Tet 33.36. Tet 33.36 in Clark is P2, 0.1 behind Greg Hurst. Tet 33.36 lost P3 to Hyperboom 309. Jason Short from New Zealand in Halewoods is P2, 0.7 ahead of Hyperboom 309. Hyperboom 309 in Graham Hill is P3, 0.7 behind Jason Short. Jason Short from New Zealand in Pilgrims Drop is P2, 0.7 ahead of Hyperboom 309. Hyperboom 309 is P3, 0.6 behind Jason Short. Jason Short is P2, 0.9 behind Greg Hurst. Jason Short was 0.5 faster last lap. Tet 33.36 in Clearways is 5th, 0.8 behind Eric Yamashita. Eric Yamashita was 4.0 faster last lap. Tet 33.36 entering the pits is P6. Jason Short in Halewoods is P2. Best lap is a 131.436. 0.457 off the fastest lap. Chris Butt in Paddock Hill Bend is 10th, 0.3 behind Jonathan Rosser. Tet 33.36 exiting pits on mediums. Chris Butt passed Jonathan Rosser for P9. Jason Short in Hawthorne Hill is P2, 0.5 behind Greg Hurst. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Jonathan Rosser in Surtees Bend is P10, 0.8 behind Chris Butt. Greg Hurst in Sterling's Bend is second, 0.2 behind Jason Short. Todd from New Zealand in Dingledale is P12 on mediums, 0.2 behind Sunlight. Jason Short in Halewoods Hill is P2, 0.4 behind Greg Hurst. Illis from New Zealand in Paddock Hill is P8 on mediums, 0.5 behind MMR 333. Jason Short is P2, 0.9 behind Greg Hurst. Eric Yamashita in Hawthorns Bend is P4 on mediums, 0.9 behind Hyperboom 309. Jason Short on lap 6 is P2, 0.3 behind Greg Hurst. Eric Yamashita in Clearways is P4, 1.0 behind Hyperboom 309. Jason Short in Paddock Hill Bend is second. Hyperboom 309 is third. Best lap is a 1:31.042. 0.063 off the fastest lap. Hyperboom 309 lost third to Eric Yamashita. Jonathan Rosser entering the pits is 11th. Jason Short is P2. Danny Boy entering the pits is P12. Sunlight entering the pits is 14th. Chris Butt in Surtees is 8th, 0.6 behind Illisv. Jason Short in Sheen Curve on lap 7 is P2, 0.4 behind Greg Hurst. Jonathan Rosser exiting pits on mediums. Sunlight exiting pits on mediums. Danny Boy exiting pits on mediums. Chris Butt in Sheen Curve is 8th, 0.7 behind Illis. Jason Short in Halewoods Hill is second, 0.6 behind Greg Hurst. Illis entering the pits is P8. Danny Boy from New Zealand is P14 with 15 kilos on mediums, 0.6 behind Sunlight. Hyperboom 309 in Surtees is P4, 1.0 behind Jason Short. Illis exiting pits on mediums. Illis in Paddock Hill is 11th, 0.1 behind YH8 Racing. Ten minutes remaining in the session. Hyperboom 309 in Dingledale is 4th, 0.7 behind Jason Short. Danny Boy in Paddock Hill is P14, 0.6 behind Sunlight. Tet 3336 is P9, 1.0 behind Todd. Jason Short entering the pits is P6. Todd entering the pits is 9th. Tet 3336 is now 7th. Illisp is P11. Hyperboom 309 exiting pits on mediums. Danny Boy is 14th, 0.5 behind Sunlight. Jason Short exiting pits on mediums. Todd exiting pits on mediums. Illisp is 9th. Sunlight in Clark is P14 on mediums. Best lap is a 1:33.675. 2.999 off the fastest lap. Greg Hurst entering the pits is first. Eric Yamashita entering the pits is P2. Illisp is P9, 1.2 behind YH8 Racing. YH8 Racing was 4.8 faster last lap. Matthew Gray 89.mg entering the pits is P3. MMR 333 entering the pits is P4. Chris Butt entering the pits is 6th. Chris Butt is P6. Eric Yamashita exiting pits on mediums. Greg Hurst exiting pits on mediums. Greg Hurst in Paddock Hill is 3rd, 3.0 ahead of Hyperboom 309. Matthew Gray 89.mg exiting pits on mediums. YH8 Racing entering the pits is 9th. MMR 333 exiting pits on mediums. Ravinus entering the pits is P15. YH8 Racing is 9th. Chris Butt exiting pits on mediums. Jason Short in Druids is 8th, 5.0 behind Illisp. YH8 Racing exiting pits on mediums. Ravinus is 15th. Ravinus exiting pits on mediums. Sunlight in Druids is P13, 0.6 behind YH8 Racing. Jonathan Rosser in Hawthorne's Bend is 11th, 2.0 behind Todd. Sunlight is 13th, 1.3 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 from Canada is P7 with 15 kilos on mediums. Best lap is a 1:31.606. 0.930 off the fastest lap. Sunlight in Brabham is 13th, 1.5 behind YH8 Racing. Sunlight was 29.6 faster last lap. 5 minutes remaining in the session. MMR 333 in Hawthorne Hill is P7. Sunlight in Surtees is 13th, 2.0 behind YH8 Racing. Sunlight was 2.6 faster last lap. MMR 333 is P7, 2.2 behind Illisp. MMR 333 is now P6. Sunlight in Sterling's on lap 11 is 13th, 2.2 behind YH8 Racing. Jason Short in Cooper is 7th, 2.5 behind MMR 333. Eric Yamashita in Clearways is P2, 2.7 behind TET 3336. Eric Yamashita was 0.7 faster last lap. YH8 Racing in Surtees is 11th, 0.5 behind Todd. MMR 333 on lap 12 is 7th, 0.8 behind Jason Short. Jason Short was 5.8 faster last lap. YH8 Racing in Sheen Curve is P11, 0.9 behind Todd. Hyperboom 309 in Hawthorne Hill is 4th on mediums, 2.4 behind Greg Hurst. YH8 Racing in Halewoods Hill is P11, 0.7 behind Todd. Eric Yamashita in Brabham is 2nd, 2.4 behind TET 3336. YH8 Racing in Hawthorne Hill is 11th, 1.5 behind Todd. Eric Yamashita is P2, 2.4 behind TET 3336. YH8 Racing in Clark Curve is P11 on mediums, 1.1 behind Todd. Danny Boy entering the pits is P12. Eric Yamashita is 2nd, 2.8 behind TET 3336. The leader has just finished the race. TET 3336 finished 1st. Eric Yamashita finished 2nd. Greg Hurst finished P3. Hyperboom 309 finished P4. Matthew Gray 89.mg finished 5th. Jason Short finished P6. MMR 333 finished 7th. Chris Butt finished P8. Jonathan Rosser finished P9. Todd finished P10. YH8 Racing finished 11th. Sunlight finished 12th. Ravinus finished P14. Danny Boy is 13th. Danny Boy finished P13. Broadcast bot is 16th. The race session is at Brands Hatch Circuit in Foxham, Great Britain. The wind speed is 1 km/h from the northeast. Ravinus is P1. YH8 Racing is P2 on mediums. Danny Boy from New Zealand is P3 with 15 kilos on mediums. Sunlight is 4th on mediums. MMR 333 from Canada is P5 with 15 kilos on mediums. MMR 333 entering the pits is P21. Race start. Eric Yamashita from New Zealand in Brabham is 12th on mediums. Eric Yamashita lost P12 to Ilisv. Ravinus in Druids Bend is 2nd with 20 kilos on mediums. Danny Boy in Cooper is P3. MMR 333 exiting pits on mediums. Jason Short from New Zealand in Hawthorne Hill is 5th with 15 kilos on mediums. Danny Boy in Westfield Bend is 3rd. Jason Short is P4. Jason Short is now 3rd. Eric Yamashita in Clark Curve is 4th. Jason Short in Halewoods Hill on lap 2 is P3, 0.6 behind Todd. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Jason Short passed Todd for second. Todd from New Zealand in Graham Hill is third on mediums, 0.4 behind Jason Short. Eric Yamashita is P4, 0.2 behind Todd. Jonathan Rosser from New Zealand in Hawthorns Bend is fifth on mediums, 0.4 behind Eric Yamashita. Jonathan Rosser passed Eric Yamashita for fourth. Todd in Sheen Curve is P3. Best lap is a 1:44.802. 5.712 off the fastest lap. Eric Yamashita in Clear Ways is fourth. Best lap is a 1:46.225. 7.135 off the fastest lap. Todd from New Zealand in Paddock Hill is P3, 0.7 ahead of Eric Yamashita. Eric Yamashita was 0.5 faster last lap. Eric Yamashita is P4, 0.7 behind Todd. Todd in Surtees is third. Best lap is a 1:34.117. 2.807 off the fastest lap. Eric Yamashita in Hawthorns Bend is P4, 0.9 behind Todd. Eric Yamashita was 0.5 faster last lap. Todd in Sheen Curve on lap 3 is P3, 0.7 behind Jason Short. Eric Yamashita in Clear Ways is fourth, 0.9 behind Todd. Todd is P3, 0.8 behind Jason Short. Eric Yamashita in Druids Bend is P4, 0.7 behind Todd. Ted 3336 in Cooper Strait is 6th with 20 kilos on mediums, 0.7 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. Ted 3336 was 0.6 faster last lap. Sunlight entering the pits is P15. Eric Yamashita is P4. Sunlight exiting pits on mediums. Ted 3336 in Westfield is P6, 0.2 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Sterling's Bend is 6th on mediums, 0.6 behind Ted 3336. Eric Yamashita in Paddock Hill is P4 on mediums, 1.0 behind Todd. Ted 3336 in Druids Bend is 6th. Best lap is a 1:31.090. .056 off the fastest lap. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Ted 33.36 passed Matthew Gray 89.mg for P5. Matthew Gray 89.mg is 6th. Matthew Gray 89.mg lost P7 to Hyperboom 309. Eric Yamashita in Westfield is P4. Best lap is a 131.415. .381 off the fastest lap. Greg Hurst from New Zealand in Sheen Curve is P6 on mediums, 0.5 behind Ted 33.36. Chris Butt from New Zealand is 9th with 20 kilos on mediums, 0.1 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. Chris Butt passed Matthew Gray 89.mg for 8th, Ted 33.36 entering the pits is 6th. Greg Hurst entering the pits is P7. Todd is 4th. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Druids Bend on lap 6 is P7, 0.4 behind Chris Butt. Greg Hurst exiting pits on mediums. Ted 33.36 exiting pits on mediums. Danny Boy is 12th, 0.4 behind Greg Hurst. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Hawthorne Hill on lap 6 is P7, 0.5 behind Chris Butt. Greg Hurst in Hawthorne Hill is 11th, 0.9 behind MMR 333. Hyperboom 309 in Clearways is 4th with 20 kilos on mediums, 0.3 behind Todd. Hyperboom 309 passed Todd for 3rd. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Brabham is P6, 0.7 behind Chris Butt. Eric Yamashita entering the pits is 8th. Greg Hurst in Clark is 11th. Best lap is a 131.034. Greg Hurst is now 10th. Eric Yamashita exiting pits on mediums. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Surtees is P6, 0.3 behind Chris Butt. Illis from New Zealand in Hawthorne Hill is 8th on mediums, 0.2 behind Jonathan Rosser. Illis passed Jonathan Rosser for P7. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Dingledale is P6, 0.7 behind Chris Butt. Todd on lap 7 is P6, 0.6 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. Matthew Gray 89.mg was 8.1 faster last lap. Todd entering the pits is P6. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Paddock Hill Bend is 5th. Best lap is a 131.735. .701 off the fastest lap. Jonathan Rosser entering the pits is P7. Illis entering the pits is 8th. Greg Hurst in Paddock Hill is 7th, 0.3 behind MMR 333. Danny Boy entering the pits is P13. Todd exiting pits on mediums. Matthew Gray 89.mg is P5. Jonathan Rosser exiting pits on mediums. Illisp exiting pits on mediums. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Greg Hurst on lap 8 is P7, 0.2 ahead of Tet 33.36. Danny Boy exiting pits on mediums. Greg Hurst lost P7 to Tet 33.36. Tet 33.36 is 7th, 0.3 ahead of Greg Hurst. Chris Butt entering the pits is P5. Greg Hurst in Sterling's Bend is P8. MMR 333 entering the pits is 8th. Greg Hurst is now P7. Illisp is P12. Hyperboom 309 exiting pits on mediums. Chris Butt exiting pits on mediums. Greg Hurst in Druids is P5, 0.4 behind Tet 33.36. Tet 33.36 was 2.1 faster last lap. MMR 333 exiting pits on mediums. Ravinus entering the pits is P13. Chris Butt is 7th. Greg Hurst in Hot Horns Bend is P5, 0.5 behind Tet 33.36. YH8 Racing entering the pits is first. Chris Butt is P7, 0.8 behind Hyperboom 309. Chris Butt was 4.2 faster last lap. Ravinus exiting pits on mediums. Greg Hurst in Clearways is 5th, 0.9 behind Tet 33.36. YH8 Racing exiting pits on mediums. Illisp in Sheen Curve is 11th, 0.4 ahead of MMR 333. Illisp was 17.1 faster last lap. Matthew Gray 89.mg exiting pits on mediums. Sunlight entering the pits is P9. Eric Yamashita is P7. Greg Hurst in Surtees Bend is P4, 0.9 behind Tet 33.36. Chris Butt is P7, 0.4 behind Eric Yamashita. Jason Short entering the pits is first. MMR 333 in Surtees Bend is P11 on mediums, 0.3 behind Illisp. Illisp was 4.2 faster last lap. Chris Butt in Sterling's Bend is P7, 1.2 behind Eric Yamashita. Jason Short exiting pits on mediums. MMR 333 in Sterling's is 11th, 0.3 behind Illisp. MMR 333 passed Illisp for 10th. Chris Butt is 7th on mediums, 1.0 behind Eric Yamashita. Tet 33.36 in Pilgrims is P2, 1.0 behind YH8 Racing. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Hawthorne Hill is 8th, 0.4 behind Chris Butt. Chris Butt was 2.0 faster last lap. Ted 33.36 in Sterling's is 2nd, 0.6 behind YH8 Racing. Greg Hurst from New Zealand is P5, 0.1 behind Hyperboom 309. Ted 33.36 in Halewoods Hill is 2nd, 0.2 behind YH8 Racing. Ted 33.36 passed YH8 Racing for first. Greg Hurst is P4, 0.8 behind Hyperboom 309. Hyperboom 309 was 6.3 faster last lap. Todd from New Zealand in Druids is 9th, 0.3 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. Greg Hurst in Hawthorne's Bend is P4, 0.9 behind Hyperboom 309. Chris Butt is 7th, 0.8 behind Eric Yamashita. Hyperboom 309 in Clearways on lap 12 is P3, 0.7 behind Jason Short. Chris Butt in Clark Curve on lap 12 is P7, 0.8 behind Eric Yamashita. Hyperboom 309 is P3, 0.8 behind Jason Short. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Druids is 9th, 0.9 behind Todd. Illis from New Zealand in Druids is P12, 0.9 behind Jonathan Rosser. Illis was 0.6 faster last lap. Hyperboom 309 in Sheen Curve is P3, 0.5 behind Jason Short. Greg Hurst in Clearways is 4th on mediums, 0.6 behind Hyperboom 309. Hyperboom 309 in Paddock Hill on lap 14 is P3, 0.7 ahead of Greg Hurst. Greg Hurst in Druids is P4, 0.7 behind Hyperboom 309. Hyperboom 309 in Surtees Bend is 3rd, 0.5 behind Jason Short. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Graham Hill Bend is P9. Hyperboom 309 is 3rd with 20 kilos, 0.7 behind Jason Short. The leader has just finished the race. Tet 33.36 finished first. Jason Short finished second. Hyperboom 309 finished P3. Greg Hurst finished fourth. YH8 Racing finished P5. Eric Yamashita finished sixth. Chris Butt finished seventh. Todd finished P8. MMR 333 finished 9th. Matthew Gray 89.mg finished 10th. Illis finished 11th. Ravinus finished P13. Jonathan Rosser finished 12th. Broadcast bot is 17th. Greg Hurst from New Zealand is P24 on mediums.